McDonald's has built a fast food empire, serving millions every day, but not everything on their menu deserves a spot on your tray. Some items may look like a steal, but in reality, they're designed to drain your wallet, filled with low-quality ingredients, or are simply overhyped disappointments. What's worse? Some of these are marketed as great deals, but when you break it down, you're actually getting less for your money than you think. Today, we're exposing the 10 McDonald's items you should never buy. And trust me, number 1 will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about fast food. If you've ever fallen for one of these, you're not alone. Before we dive in, take a second and hit that like button. It helps this video reach more smart shoppers like you who want to save money and avoid fast food traps. And if you're serious about making smarter choices and getting the most out of your money, subscribe to Frugal Daily for weekly insider tips on what's worth buying and what's not. Let's get started. 10. Large fries. McDonald's. Large fries seem like an obvious upgrade. More fries for just a little extra cash, right? Wrong. What they don't tell you is that, in many cases, you're barely getting more than a medium. Numerous independent tests, customer comparisons, and even viral social media experiments have exposed the truth. Large and medium fries often have nearly identical portions. The only real difference? The larger carton tricks your brain into thinking you're getting more. And let's be honest, McDonald's workers are trained to move fast, not to carefully weigh out your fries. So unless you're watching them fill the container, there's a good chance you're getting shortchanged on that so-called upgrade. But here's how you beat the system. Instead of wasting money on a large that gives you little to no extra fries, order 2 medium fries. More often than not, you'll end up with way more fries for nearly the same price, or sometimes even less depending on promotions. Plus, separating them means your fries stay hotter and crispier longer, rather than turning into a soggy mess in an oversized carton. McDonald's plays mind games with portioning, so don't let them fool you into spending more for less. 9. McMuffins. Individual purchase. McMuffins might seem like a quick, affordable breakfast choice, but if you're buying them individually, you're getting ripped off, big time. What most people don't realize is that McDonald's strategically prices their breakfast items to make single purchases a terrible deal. If you check the menu closely, you'll see that ordering just one McMuffin costs almost as much as the entire meal, which comes with hash browns and a drink. That means for just a few extra cents, you're missing out on 2 additional items that significantly increase the value of your purchase. If you're really looking to stretch your dollar, never buy a McMuffin by itself. Instead, always get the meal deal. You'll get more food for nearly the same price. And if you want to hack the system even further, download the McDonald's app. They frequently offer buy one get one free deals, meaning you can double your food without spending extra. McDonald's makes millions by tricking customers into overpaying. Don't fall for it. 8. McFlurry with extra toppings. McFlurries are one of the few McDonald's treats that actually live up to the hype. But if you've ever been tempted to add extra toppings, you're falling into one of the biggest money traps on the menu. The upcharge for additional Oreos, M&Ms, or any other mix-in is outrageous, especially when you realize that McDonald's is already pretty generous with their base portion. And here's the real kicker. Many employees admit that when you pay for extra toppings, the difference is often barely noticeable. You might expect a double portion, but in reality, you're just paying extra for a slightly heavier sprinkle that barely changes the experience. So, how do you get the most out of your McFlurry without overpaying? Skip the extra toppings and simply ask them to stir it well. This simple trick ensures that every bite is loaded with the mix-ins they already give you, maximizing the flavor without costing you a dime. And if you really want more toppings, just buy a small bag of Oreos or M&Ms at the grocery store and DIY your own extra mix-ins for a fraction of the price. McDonald's wants you to believe you need to pay more to get a better McFlurry. But the truth is, you're already getting what you need, and the extra charge is just another way they squeeze more money out of you. 7. Chicken nuggets. Small-sized. McDonald's. Chicken nuggets are a fan favorite, but if you're ordering the 4-piece or 6-piece thinking you're making a smart choice, you're actually getting ripped off. The price per nugget on these smaller packs is outrageously high compared to the larger sizes. McDonald's banks on impulse buyers who just want a quick snack, but what they don't tell you is that a 10-piece or 20-piece pack costs significantly less per nugget, sometimes saving you as much as 50% per bite. Here's how to outsmart the pricing trap. Instead of wasting money on the smaller packs, always go for a 10-piece or 20-piece box. If you don't want to eat them all at once, save the extras for later or share with a friend. In fact, a 20-piece pack often costs nearly the same as two 6-piece orders, but you get way more food for your money. McDonald's pricing strategy tricks customers into spending more for less, but if you know how to play the game, you'll always come out ahead. 6. McCafé Caramel Macchiato and Cappuccino. McDonald's has been aggressively pushing its McCafé line, trying to compete with major coffee chains. But let's be honest, it doesn't even come close. The caramel macchiato might sound like a fancy barista-quality drink, but in reality, it's often way too sweet, poorly mixed, and completely lacks the bold espresso flavor that a real macchiato should have. Instead of a balanced coffee experience, you're left with a syrupy sugar bomb that tastes more like artificial caramel than actual coffee. And the cappuccino? Even worse. The quality is wildly inconsistent, with customers frequently reporting drinks that are either burnt, watery, or loaded with way too much foam. Since McDonald's employees aren't trained baristas, what you get depends entirely on who's making it that day. And let's be real, that's not a gamble worth taking. If you're craving a solid cup of coffee, skip the McCafé hype. Gas stations, convenience stores, and even budget-friendly coffee chains offer better quality for the same price, or less. Why settle for overpriced, inconsistent coffee when you can get a stronger, smoother, and more satisfying cup somewhere else? McDonald's might have mastered fast food, but when it comes to coffee, they're out of their league. 5. McDonald's salads. McDonald's once tried to convince customers that their salads were the healthy alternative to their burgers and fries. But the truth? It's one of the biggest scams on their menu. These so-called healthy options are often packed with just as many, if not more calories, fat, and sodium than a regular burger. In some cases, you're actually better off ordering a Big Mac than one of their so-called fresh salads. That's because the dressings, toppings, and preservatives used to keep them looking fresh turn a simple salad into a processed, calorie-dense mess. And let's talk about quality. If you've ever ordered a McDonald's salad, you've probably encountered limp, lifeless lettuce that barely resembles anything fresh. Since salads aren't high-selling items, they often sit for hours, sometimes even days, before being served, resulting in soggy greens and rubbery toppings that taste anything but crisp. If you're actually looking for a healthier option, you're better off customizing a sandwich, opting for a grilled chicken item, or skipping McDonald's altogether when it comes to fresh meals. Don't fall for the illusion of healthy fast food, because at the end of the day, it's still fast food. 4. Quarter Pounder with Cheese. The Quarter Pounder with Cheese is one of McDonald's most famous burgers, marketed as a premium choice for those who want something bigger and better. But here's the catch. You're paying a premium price for barely any extra food. What most customers don't realize is that once cooked, the Quarter Pounder patty shrinks down to nearly the same size as a McDouble. Yet McDonald's charges you significantly more, just because it's branded as a higher quality option. If you love the Quarter Pounder but don't want to waste money on marketing gimmicks, here's how to outsmart the menu. Order a McDouble, ask for fresh cooked beef, and customize your toppings to match the Quarter Pounder's taste. You'll get almost the exact same experience for a fraction of the cost. McDonald's knows that branding is everything, and they use it to justify higher prices on certain items. But if you know the insider tricks, you can get more for less, without falling for the hype. 3. Happy Meal. Without promotions. The Happy Meal might bring back childhood memories, but if you're buying it thinking you're getting a good deal, you're actually wasting your money. McDonald's knows that nostalgia sells, which is why they continue to push the Happy Meal as a fun, budget-friendly option. But the reality is far from that. What you're really paying for isn't the food, but the packaging, branding, and a tiny toy that costs pennies to produce. Meanwhile, the actual meal? It's significantly smaller than what you'd get from the value menu, yet it costs more. In most locations, McDonald's has quietly shrunk the portion sizes of the fries and drink, leaving you with barely enough food to justify the price. Unless there's a special promotion offering a limited edition toy that actually holds some value, you're far better off ordering from the value menu. If you break it down, getting a small burger, a value-sized fries, and a drink separately will usually give you more food for the same price, or even less. McDonald's has perfected the art of making customers feel like they're getting a good deal when, in reality, they're paying extra for branding and clever marketing tricks. If you want the toy, go ahead. But if you're here for value, skip the Happy Meal and build your own for a better deal. 2. Filet-O-Fish. This might be controversial, but the Filet-O-Fish is one of the worst deals on McDonald's menu. It's wildly overpriced for what you actually get, and unless you have a deep attachment to it, there's no reason to waste your money. Think about it. You're paying almost the same price as a quarter pounder, but instead of a hearty, satisfying burger, you're getting a tiny, flimsy fish patty that barely covers the bun. McDonald's isn't exactly known for high-quality seafood, and yet they're charging you as if they were. And let's talk about that fish patty. Have you ever looked at it closely? It's small, inconsistent in texture, and often loaded with more breading than actual fish. If you're craving a seafood sandwich, you're honestly better off going somewhere that specializes in it. Fast food chains like Popeyes and even some gas station delis offer larger, fresher, and crispier fish sandwiches for a better price. McDonald's built its empire on burgers and fries, not seafood. And when it comes to the Filet-O-Fish, it's clear they're just cashing in on a menu staple that hasn't been improved in decades. 1. Supersized drinks. The absolute biggest waste of money on McDonald's menu? Supersized drinks. At first glance, it might seem like a smart upgrade. Pay a little more and get a massive cup of soda, right? Wrong. What McDonald's doesn't tell you is that you're not really getting more soda. You're just paying extra for a bigger cup filled mostly with ice. It's one of the oldest tricks in fast food, and yet millions of customers fall for it every single day. The illusion of value makes people believe they're getting a better deal, but in reality, McDonald's is charging you more for the same amount of actual soda, just cleverly hidden under layers of frozen water. And here's the thing. McDonald's fountain drinks are already one of their highest profit items. They buy syrup in bulk for pennies on the dollar, yet they sell sodas at a massive markup, knowing that people will always order a drink with their meal. But here's how you beat the system. Never supersize your drink. Instead, order a medium and ask for light ice. You'll still get plenty of soda without throwing away money on a giant cup filled with frozen filler. McDonald's has perfected the art of making you think you're getting more for your money, when in reality, you're just lining their pockets. Don't let them fool you. Smart customers know how to outplay the game. Now you know which McDonald's items are secretly draining your wallet. Some of these may have been obvious, but others might have completely shocked you. So, which one surprised you the most? Have you ever fallen for one of these overpriced fast food traps? Drop a comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button. It seriously helps this channel grow and reach more smart shoppers like you. And if you're all about saving money, avoiding ripoffs, and making smarter choices, subscribe to Frugal Daily right now. We break down the biggest money traps, best budget hacks, and insider secrets every single week, so you'll always stay ahead of the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.